course, it's about points difference. And that's why you see teams that may have lost the game still press on right to the final whistle. There'll be some teams disappointed by this time tomorrow evening and find themselves in the lesser competitions. Flag of Tunisia flying proud. Tunisia reached the plate quarter-final here last year. They lost to Argentina by 22 points to 19. And the US of A got the plate semi-final where they lost to Wales by 22 points to 19, the same score line. Pro Lagote from South Africa is the referee for this final match. No surprises to date, Willie Losi. How do you see this one going?
Well, I think it's going to go with the form book, and the United States should get victory. In your intro there, you mentioned the experienced players that they do have.
It has to be said that the United States of America are one of the most improved sides on the circuit. In recent times, they've defeated Samoa, Argentina, France and Kenya along the way. And they're in possession. One of the white shirts. They get the penalty. Taken from the Occidental College, California, the Oxy Tigers. With ball in hand. Let's see whether he's right. There's an opportunity for them. Stanford now to midfield there. Change of direction. Sees Todd Cleaver brought in on the angle. Now then there's space out wide for Darren Stanford. High to Matani Bukatha. And Fijian descent. Lost forward. It's all a bit untidy at the moment.
Well, from both sides, lack of appreciation for possession. And you can see there, you can't play the ball when you are on the ground, hence the reason the United States have been given this penalty.
It's a game to be played on your feet, and even more so these days when the referees apply the rules to the letter of the law.
Well, I just can't believe how many players right throughout the whole day have found it difficult with the footing.
Way to practicality on the second day of competition. But you're right, Willie, it's very slippery down on the surface there. And the grass, of course, is in pristine condition. Apparently, last Saturday, they had a huge downpour here at Hong Kong, and they had to call a game off so that the surface could be protected in advance of the competition here this weekend. And here's the replacement with the ball in hand. Sabri Gamir. Plays in France for the Tremblade club near Bordeaux, in the lower divisions.
Thought he was putting the ball on the wrong side.
Well, there's nothing preventing you from putting the ball in that side. It's not called that practical. It's against the head, isn't it? But there's nothing in the law that says you should put it on the left-hand side. Tunisia then bring it away through Mohamed Yusri Chagir, the man with the headgear. Ramon Mazgar is the man penalised and looking to take full advantage is Johnny Nagika. Round 5 for the US of A, still waiting for our first score midway through the first half of the final match on day 1 here. Chris Wiles, the captain, can he inject some pace into the USA attack? The ball is available. Nagika. Again, just an example of how slippery it is. The ball lost forward. Now a chance here for Tunisia. Aiming Glolo. He's got support on the wide outside. Gets it from Haitham Chelly to Glolo once again. The kick from the chase. Excellent work by Tunisia. Can he regather? Now then, what will be the referee's decision here? Try? Yes. Sabri Gamir, the replacement. It looked a bit scrappy. It looked a bit untidy. A try, I think, has been awarded. Although the touch judge, I think, wants to come in from the far side, Willie.
No, I think
the side circuit. Decisions have to be made so quickly.
It's certainly not about the tackle there. Let's see, was he tackled before he got the ball? Yes. That may be the problem.
Okay, that's fine, thanks.
So Tunisia lead the USA by 7 points to 0. This time it's running to both sides, and it was Amor Mazgar, the Tunisian number 3, getting a piece of still a go to his mind on that occasion. Cleaver or Clever, not quite sure which. Nagika to Matami Mbokatha. Chance here. Cleaver is away, up to the Tunisian 10-metre line. Takes quite some stopping, does Cleaver. USA in possession. Chris Wiles, the captain, who played for Northampton in England a few seasons ago. Got some Heineken European Cup experience. He's now captain. Jason Pye on the wide outside. Can he get there? Cuts back inside. That's the first try. Yes, it is for the US of A. Well, he had to work hard for that one, did Jason Pye from the Ombak club, the old Mission Beach.
Response from the Americans. A lot of good work, build-up work from Todd Cleaver. They kept possession, they then moved it wide. And Jason Pye, lovely step, and then this is what I like about the kid. He brings it in because points are so crucial throughout the pool play. Even the conversion could be the difference between going through to the cup or playing the plate.
Well, just looking back to the games this evening, I mean, Argentina scored 33, Wales scored 34, and both teams, they missed out on a number of conversions. So as you say, yeah, it's points difference at the pool stage of the sevens competition. 7-all then between USA and Tunisia into the last minute of the first half. Nagika to restart, formerly with the Denver Barbos, now with the San Francisco Golden Gate. He's placed that well. But Tunisia keeping their eye on the ball. Mohamed Yusri Seguir. There's the boot of blows. This will be the last piece of action of the first half. Not as entertaining a half of as we have seen on the first stage competition. It's a second try, stolen by the United States, and Talon Stanford, is he pleased with that? In the ascendancy. Just his second try this season. 5 turns to 7 as referee Lagote blows the whistle to bring the first half to a close, and USA having edged it. They lead by 14 points to 7 at the break.
The great teams just have a knack of scoring right between the break. But have a look at Cleaver. He was so instrumental in that. Came through the kick and then the tackle, the crucial tackle which dislodged the ball.
Plenty of support here for all the teams, all 24 teams. It's Johnny Nagika to get the second half underway. His team are ahead by a converted try by 14 points to 7. Tunisia will be looking to get back on level terms early doors in this second half. Palmed down by Haitem Cheli, wearing 7. That's Amor Mazgar, the 21-year-old. Spun out by Lotfi Nino. Oh, well done by the captain. But he's in all sorts of trouble here on his own 10-metre line. Tunisia, however, have the width of the field. If they can spread it wide, they could have a man over here. Nagika is the sweeper for the US of A, just in case.
Leave it red.
Advantage USA. Stanford, try scorer.
Advantage over.
Gillen Water out to the captain. Chris Wiles cutting back inside, making the breakthrough, looking for the breakthrough. Quick possession, that's what's required here. Stanford has got the big guy, Matani Bukatha on the white outside. There's no way through. With 3 Tunisian players committed there, so it could be a 4-on-3 situation outside. Nagika straightening up. Poor play. Gillen Water covers, knocked forward again. It's a bit untidy. Forward from again from the Ombak club, Old Mission Beach Athletic Club, San Diego, California. Quickly taken. Nagika. Chris Wiles, the captain, he's got pace. I think he's got the better of the Tunisian defender here. Yes, he has. Mohamed Yusri Subir couldn't do anything about Chris Wiles. He made his debut here last year. And that's a third try for the USA, which takes them 12 points clear. Some breathing space at last then for the USA.
And they extended their lead, and it should never come from set phase because it wasn't pretty, but it was the pass there. Nagika gave his captain the chance to get outside of the defence of Tunisia.
One.
Lovely dive to finish with.
Nagika pushes it wide on the far upright. A try from the captain, Chris Wiles. USA this year, while they got the Shield semi-final, poor display really by them in Dubai. They lost to Zimbabwe. They lost the plate final in George to Kenya. They won the Shield final in Wellington. Defeated Kenya by 22 points to 17. That's a notable scalp for them. And then in their own tournament at San Diego, they got to the bowl final and lost eventually by 2 points in 42 wins. Good thrust here by Matt Hawkins, showing good strength. And talking of strength, there is the man that's got it in bundles, Todd Clever. The USA now running away with this one. It's a fourth try for them, the first for Todd Clever.
His first in Hong Kong for 2008, and it's all about possession. They won, they competed at the kickoff, retained it, and then from this is brilliant work from Matt Hawkins down the outside, the fend off, and then he looked inside, and he's been working hard, the certified yoga instructor, and that'll straighten us back out.
First glimpse there also of Matt Hawkins. He said he looked good with ball in hand, good strength. Big guys in this USA squad. Glimpses of what Al Caravelli was talking about, saying that they were very exciting with ball in hand. Here comes the captain, Chris Wiles, yet again. Centre in 15s. Remember him playing the Philippines for Northampton. He didn't look out of place at all in the English Guinness Premiership. Jason Pye, scorer on the USA's first try. Clever once again with the distribution, and Wiles took his eyes off the ball then. Spotted the tackler.
Good swarming defence. They're coming in.
Fretton Palaro takes his place in the scrum. He's the youngest player ever to appear in a Rugby World Cup match back in October 2007, when he came off the bench against South Africa. World champions. Tunisia get the penalty. Time is against the North African nation. They've got a difficult match against New Zealand tomorrow, and Chinese Taipei as well in this group. Once again, USA penalised. Just over a minute remaining then of this final match of day one in Hong Kong, and whilst it looked a pretty close encounter at one stage, well, the USA have upped their game, run away with it. 4 tries to 1, could be a second here though for Tunisia. Replacement Seferdine Hassouna makes the scoreline a little more respectable with less than a minute to go.
Well, that'll give them some confidence heading into day 2. Conversion is good, so the difference is about getting it out. There's that pop pass there. Superb. Persona in support, the man who made his debut in Dubai in 2004. And gets a 3.1 from the judge for the dive. So what can America do in the last 30 seconds of this match?
They just need to retain possession, but they wouldn't mind another score, I'm sure. Here they come. Troy Hall, fast, creative midfielder, placement for the USA. And there is the hooter. So one last chance then for Tunisia to get another try to bring them within a converted try of what it looks as if it's going to be the United States' final score, 26-14. Tunisia away, Sabour Ben Sharada, he'll have the last word, or will he? No, he won't. That's Gamir, who scored the first try of this match. Now that makes the scoreline a little more respectable, but it's just all about points difference, really. And it was that middle part of the game that Tunisia lost control of, and they've lost the match as a consequence.
Well, they can play Tunisia, as you mentioned, upsetting South Africa in 2005 at the World Cup. The pace, and then this is the all-important pass because they want to get it in close to the sticks so they can convert it. Gamir does that, conversion is good.
So the final scoreline then is 26-21 to the USA. That's the last game of the first day of competition here at the Sokompo Stadium in Hong Kong. IIB 7's World Series, its 9th season.